The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
One person got it.
That's all that matters.
But the BlackBerry Torch has a QWERTY keyboard.
Boom.
The BlackBerry reboot we've all been waiting for is finally here. Meet the Torch. Utilizing a 3.2-inch touchscreen, slide-out keyboard, and the new BlackBerry 6 OS, it's the easiest to use RIM device yet. Plus, with universal search and social feeds, all the information you need or want is at a single touch. There's even a 5-megapixel camera with a flash, Wi-Fi, and 8 gigs of storage, all for $100 with a contract.
So the Torch is one of the thinnest and lightest phones with a full QWERTY keyboard. It is only 0.57 inches thick. Look at that, so thin. And it weighs about 5.5 ounces. Now it easily slides into your pocket, but is the design updated? Is the updated design sleek enough to keep up with the iPhones of the world?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
Yeah?
I am not a BlackBerry user, disclaimer. With that said, I took to it just fine. I don't think that the mechanism for sliding up is the most solid.
I didn't like it either. I felt
feel
like I was pushing the buttons.
Yeah,
on the
when you
screen.
slide it up, you'll mash something, and something will select unless you pinch from the sides and pull. And no one wants to do that.
But at least the top doesn't have that like cheese slicing ability like the
Yeah, we've had
Palm
enough
Pre
depths
did.
around here on the studio today.
Poor cheese.
When you do slide it out, the keyboard, it's easy to use. It's spacious enough. I took to it right away. I didn't make many errors when I was typing. There's also an on-screen keyboard. The problem that I have with this one is that when you actually slide it out, because the bottom keyboard is so thin, the top screen portion feels rather heavy, and it kind of sticks out quite a bit. So
top heavy?
It's a bit to hold and then only have a small amount of real estate to actually move your thumbs around the bottom. So, you know, give it a try, but if you're a BlackBerry fan, you'll love it.
There you go. Okay, now this is the first BlackBerry to use a normal touchscreen. It doesn't have any of that clicky nonsense like the Storm.
Yeah.
It's got the keyboard and the new BlackBerry 6 OS. So is it the best BlackBerry user experience ever?
For BlackBerry users, yes.
Yeah?
Which is like, oh, country music's the best genre for people with no rhythm.
Wow.
The phone is implementing
We're
both.
gonna have some angry viewers after that one.
No, they're not. They can't afford TVs. So the thing about implementing both smartphone features, which they did well, is it's got smartphone features and BlackBerry features. So it's the best of both worlds, again, for BlackBerry users.
It's a beautiful blend.
You can navigate the touchpad using the 3.2-inch touchscreen, which is quite responsive. BlackBerry 6's, it's the BlackBerry 6 OS. It has a new streamlined interface allowing you to easily access your applications. You can just swipe and scroll like you can on other touch-enabled devices. So, yeah, they did a good job of merging them.
Okay, so all the standard features are included, as well as an updated browser, social feeds, and universal search. So do they all work as intended?
Yeah, pretty much. The browser loads in a decent amount of time when you compare it to like an iPhone 4 or the Droid X. Pinch and zoom is a little on the sluggish side, as you'll see. It's even worse as a page is rendering. The social feeds app tries to aggregate all of your social networks.
I was overwhelmed by that, to be honest with you. I just looked at it and I was like, oh God, too much status updates for one person to think about.
It's a little too much to handle. The universal search application works well, but again, that's a standard app for any other smartphone already. Again, nice to see that BlackBerries have them, but it's sort of like, hey, welcome to the party. You know, you're 4 hours late.
For like 4 years, but yeah.
Pretty much. And there's also a 5-megapixel camera / video camera with autofocus and a flash. Quality's just okay. It does come with face detection, so that's cool in case you can't figure out what your friends look like. And it has different shooting modes for indoors, outdoors, and sporting activities.
Now, it's only $100 with an AT&T contract if you buy through Amazon, so what are we rating it at that price?
So here's the thing. We're giving the phone a 3 out of 5 for general consumers. Now, what does that mean? That means if you're a BlackBerry user and you love your BlackBerry, this is a must-buy. You will absolutely love this. The new features are great, and it's a great way to transition to using a smartphone, but it's still not as fast, or it doesn't have nearly as many apps as an iPhone or an Android. But again, if you love BlackBerries, there you go.
There you go. Well, that's it for Gadget Prom, but Viewer Requested Cell Phone Week continues tomorrow with the T-Mobile Garmin phone. It's the first Android device to fully integrate a Garmin GPS. For those people who get lost a lot. There you go.